Hello everyone, welcome back. This is JJ. I hope that you guys are having a beautiful day. So I'm going to break down this video a little bit different. So I'm going to first give off a general message, and then I'm going to give a little story in how this topic came to be. And then here are your three options. So if you don't want to listen to the general message, you guys already know the drill. Fast forward to your selected option. So pile number one is going to be this beautiful hematite crystal here. Pile number two is going to be this beautiful carnelian. And pile number three is this beautiful tiger's eye. So those are going to be the three options. Like always, these are general readings, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Something doesn't fit, do not force it to fit. Just let it go. Que se te resbale. With that being said, let's get started with the general message. So the message that I was getting through here, we have the tower, we have the letter, we have the writer, and then we have the stalemate. So there's some type of communication that is coming through or has already arrived. This is quick communication with the messenger. Okay, this can be the mailman comes and drops something off. This can be you receive something at the PO box. This could be an email, a text, a DM, something like this, where it's unexpected and it's creating this like these emotions within you. It's creating this Mars energy, this Pluto energy. For some of you, it's putting you in a situation where there's no way out. Like there's no way out of this situation. I have to either hold back, bite my tongue, or I can go ham and go impulsive and like let somebody know something. That's kind of the energy that's coming through. Now, there's aggression here, there's anger here. So I don't know if this is someone who's coming at you with that. Maybe they're coming in and like letting you know that they're angry about something. This person is coming in and just they're acting on impulse is what I'm getting here, especially with this tower energy. And it is creating this like sudden change in your life. It's creating this some type of an upheaval here. I'm also getting for some of you, this is someone who's lusting over you. That is something that I am picking up here, especially with this Mars energy. And I feel like this person has been sitting, just waiting to make contact with you. For some of you, this might be something legal, okay? This might be something like, let's say you're waiting for a divorce, you're waiting for a house to close, you're waiting for some type of a loan to be approved, or some type of news about an application. This could be about work, study, something like this, okay? And for some of you, you're getting great news. For some of you, you're getting the green light to move forward. Because we do have the stalemate at the bottom and we do have 2 6s here. I do feel here that for some of you, you've been stuck. Like you couldn't take action because you were waiting for this news to come in. You were waiting for this situation to come in, to be clear, to have it on record in order for you to know which direction you're going to move. And for some of you, it is a written document. For others of you, this news that is coming in is putting you in a stalemate. So it's either or here, okay? And because, you know, there is many people, beautiful souls that watch the videos. So I try to always read my messages in various ways so that it, you know, everyone can get a message here. But I'm also getting here as well that for some of you, there's going to be this like quickness that you're going to want to jump on something or to do something. But then it kind of feels like, you know what? No, because something happens, something comes about. And for some of you, this situation, whatever it is making you excited because it is. It has this firework energy. It has this like exhilarating energy. But at the same time, there is clouds here. There are doubts. There are certain things that are making you question something. Yeah, because the way someone is approaching you is either very impulsive, aggressive, or very lustful. I mean, it's primal energy, but there's something about it that kind of makes you want to hold back. Now, for others of you, this is someone who's in competition with you in some way, shape, or form. And you're like, I am not willing to compromise. I don't compromise here my self-worth. I don't compromise my values, my integrity. I don't compromise my truth. And I don't compromise my intuition above anything else, right? So there's this energy here where you're wanting to negotiate with someone. You're wanting to communicate with someone. You're probably trying to meet this person halfway. But for whatever reason, it's like we're not reaching an agreement here. And so I feel like you're going to choose to walk away. You're going to choose to walk away and, move in a different direction. Ultimately, you're going to the Nine of Cups with the Rider energy there. You're moving towards a new beginning. You're riding towards the sun. I feel like for some of you, you're going to realize that's something that you've been wanting. Because I feel like for whatever reason, this news is making you happy. But I see you moving away from it. Because you're seeing that it was ego. You're seeing it as kind of like, yeah, I wanted that, but it's not good for me. Or at some point, yes, I wanted that validation, or I needed that validation from this person, this situation, this company, whatever it may be. But now you're just like, I really don't. And you're moving elsewhere. So that is the message there, the general message. Now I'm going to talk a little bit about why I decided to do a pick a card on what your animal totem message is for you, because I've been seeing the coyote spirit for I think for the past, I want to say since Friday I've been seeing it. Actually, no, kid you, I'm lying. I think it was earlier than Friday. It might have been Wednesday or Thursday, but I've been seeing coyote back to back, right? I went up to the mountains. If you guys are on Instagram, you guys saw I was up on Big Bear. And so I saw a coyote there. And then right here in my neighborhood where I live, there's a coyote there as well. And then this morning, and then I saw another one as well on my way to my travels as well. And so I've been seeing a lot of the coyote animal spirit. And so I was like, okay, something needs to be said. I feel like they want to say something. So I decided to make this into a pick a card for you guys to receive a message from your animal guide, your animal spirit. This can be your spirit guide that has been with you for a long time, or this might be a new animal guide that is stepping in and is wanting to give you some type of message. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, put the bracelets in the order that I said: hematite, carnelian, and tiger's eye, pile 1, 2, or 3. And I will see you in your selected pile. Bye, you guys. Hello, pile number 1. If you chose this beautiful hematite crystal, this is your pile. So let's have a look. I will be also pulling a card from this particular deck as well, this oracle. So let's have a look. What am I picking? I'm picking up a lot of, I'm picking up a lot of diligence. I'm picking up this energy of uncertainty, a little bit of something about the nighttime. So either you're not sleeping well, or you're going through a period of maybe depression, feeling low, feeling anxious. Some of you just went to a psych doctor is what I'm getting here. What else am I getting here? I'm getting things are speeding up and you're feeling confused. It's like there's a need for you to ground your energy, to gain some balance and some healing at this time, okay? Because of the crystal that you chose, hematite, because this is all about emotional healing. It helps in releasing emotional baggage, and it helps with emotional balance and harmony as well. There's something here that you're trying to problem solve. I don't know what this is, but you're trying to problem solve something here. You might be in a cycle of your life where you're in winter. Like you're feeling like you're in winter. I'm also feeling like you're conflicted. There's a side of you that is like, I want to take action towards something, but then there's another side of you where you're just like, no, I just want to let it be. You see how I'm tripping on my words? I feel like there's a side of you that wants to rush in, and then there's a side of you that you're just kind of like, no, just take it slow. You're feeling very detached. That's also what I'm getting here. You might be feeling in hermit. You might be feeling like you've been wanting to hibernate. I'm also getting this energy here of there's a sense of contemplation. I'm taking my time, or a need to take your time with something. They're saying think it over, okay? Wow. Peacock. The peacock, the animal totem, to me is a very beautiful animal totem, just because, of course, we're talking about its beautiful feathers, but there's also this shadow aspect to the peacock, or the way that it comes about. It's a lot of ego. A lot of ego. But I feel like there's something here that you're not allowing yourself to be seen for who you are. Yeah, like to take action. You might have strong Cancer. In your chart, sun, moon, or rising, there's that judgment call. Ooh. ¿Qué pasó? Play your hand. Something, it's a heavy burden. Something needs to be wrapped up with the Ten of Wands. Something is, again, there's this energy of like, do I move forward? Do I take on this adventure? What call do I make? What call do I make? Because I am getting here with play your hand. It's a risk. It's a gamble. It can go either or. Because you have 3 major arcana. You have the Lovers, the Judgment, and the Chariot. The Ten of Wands, this is something that's become so burdening for you. Some of you want to travel, and maybe you planned it, but you're wanting to go overseas, but then you're now kind of like, what? This is too much. This is more than what I like. There's more things that are involved than what I thought. That's for some of you. For others of you, there is a big decision that you need to make in regards to matters of the heart, whether this is in regards to a person or just something that you really care about. You really care about the situation. Let me cover this up. It's like, do I relax or do I go? With the Chariot here. Yeah, vehicle. Someone wants to drive to see someone or to meet up with someone. Or you drive by someone's house, or someone drives by your house. I don't know who that is for or where this is coming from, but that's what I'm picking up. What I'm getting here is, if you choose to go towards something, make sure you are being your authentic self. That you're not putting on a mask, and that you're clear about what it is that you're pushing towards or that you're moving towards, okay? For others of you, it's time to drop a heavy load. I was going to say baggage. A heavy load here. Something, you keep going in circles. You keep going in circles and circles and circles, and your guides are like, what are you committing to? What is it that you want to commit to? And for others of you, you are burned out with the Ten of Wands. You're burned out, you're tired, you're exhausted, and you just need some time for yourself. Maybe to read that book that you've been wanting to read. That you just bought it and you put it on the shelf, and you're like, when I have time, I'll read it. Because to me, in a way, this is Pluto energy. But it's also your mind. And then we have the Lovers, which is your heart. But it's also a balance between your heart and your mind. But I feel like right now, or at some point, your mind won. And I feel like your heart is kind of like balance me into the, like put me into the equation. You're not putting me in the equation. Because here the peacock too also has this beautiful heart that is shining. Also, there's a need for you to be truthful with yourself. I'm going to read the little... ¿Qué más dice aquí? Yeah, and for others of you, you need to allow yourself to shine more. For people to see who you are. For others of you, it's like you have been lurking in the shadows as well. It's like you've been very conservative. You kind of been holding back. You've been protecting yourself. Like I said, it's like you've been in this winter energy. Because I feel like good fortune wants to come in for you. But it's kind of like, will you allow it? Because I feel like you've been in this energy of relaxation. You just been, not just been, because I feel like you have been resting. You have been nourishing yourself. That's what I think of Cancer energy here. The moon. There's something about the moon. Maybe this lunar eclipse showed you something. Showed you where your burdens are at. Virgin Mobile. Wait, wasn't that like a like a phone company? I think it was Virgin Mobile. Yeah, I think so. Maybe you had Virgin Mobile. I don't know. But what I was saying is that maybe this lunar eclipse showed you or highlighted where you are feeling burdened, or where are you burned out? Where are you exhausted? Because I feel like you are exhausted. I feel like you are. And for others of you, again, you have a lot to say, you have a lot to give, you have a lot to show the world. But again, it's like with this card here and the Hermit, like the crab, like a very hard exterior. It's like you're playing your cards too close to your chest, and your guides are saying, actually, reveal them. Let the world know who you are and what are your skills, what are your talents, and shine in them. Don't hide away, because your guides are saying there are new enterprises that are happening here, that are wanting to happen. Like there's this energy of, you know, the wheel has turned for you, but it's like you're not allowing your tribe to find you. You're not allowing these enterprises or these new beginnings to find you, because you keep hiding. You keep hiding. And maybe it is because you're tired. For some of you, you are tired. I keep getting that energy. And for some of you, you will need to rest for a little bit. And that'll be your judgment call. You're like, you know what? I'm going to rest for a little bit, and then I'll come out and out of hiding, and I'll do my thing. But for others of you, you're ready to end that, what would you say, winter cycle and start again. So we're going to see what message is here for you guys. Okay. Wait, they're telling me not to use this one. Okay. I'm going to use the other oracle deck that I have here, which is called the Ethereal Orbs. You've probably seen me use this one before. Glorification and invocation. Success is determined by your mindset. Treat your journey with patience. Again, for some of you, you are being called to, and there's that Cancer energy. For some of you, you are being called to step into this energy of serenity, of taking care of yourself, of nurturing yourself, of recharging, replenishing. You know, that is also a crucial part on your journey. And I feel like for some of you, you're being called to now step forward. For others of you, it's like you need to take a step back. So there you would know where you are at on, like, in this journey. Celebration and recognition. Okay, so for some of you, victory and conquest at the bottom. For some of you, there's this energy of, if I rest, I'll miss my train type of thing, right? But your guides are saying, actually, if you rest, you will get to the stop right on time for the train to take you to where you need to be. It says, honor your soul, bestow virtue to those who fathom your value. Yeah, and that's the thing. Those who value you, you know, they will understand. But your animal guide is saying, look, for some of you, again, just to recap, for some of you, you do need to rest. You need to rest in order for you to let yourself shine once the rest period is over. But for others of you, the rest period is over and now you're ready to shine. And make sure that when you do, that you are authentic, that, you know, you're being honest with yourself too, of like, you know what, not being afraid of calling judgment and something that your heart is not in it. That's another thing. If your heart is not in it, you already learned the lesson of what happens when your heart is not in it. And also make sure you play your hand. Make sure you play your hand, because what is yours is yours. Even if others try to copy, even if others try to take your ideas and make them their own, or they reinvent it in some way, what's yours is yours. That's just the way it goes, okay? What's meant for you is meant for you. So do not be afraid to go out there. Do not be afraid to do your thing. Do not be afraid to travel. Do not be afraid to explore different ideas. Because you will end up being successful. You will be celebrating something here is what I'm getting. There's something around Christmas too, or winter season for you guys. But that is what I have for you, pile number 1. Take care of yourselves. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. This is your reading. If you chose this beautiful carnelian bracelet, this is your reading. So carnelian is all about self-esteem, creativity, motivation, love, passion, and courage, right? So let's have a look. Let's see, what is your message from your animal totem? I am picking up keep it simple during the changes. Keep it simple, simplified. That's your key term here. Simplicity. Keep it simple, because I feel like here the wheel has turned for you guys, and I feel that you are in this energy of a beginner's mind. I'm seeing the Page of Swords here, where it's like you're learning. I'm also seeing like a toddler, like a baby learning to walk is what I'm getting here. Giving their first steps, exploring the world. So there's something here about you are exploring new territory. It's kind of giving the energy of Alice in Wonderland. And your guides are saying it's okay for you to not know where you're at. It's okay for you to feel astray. It's okay for you to feel lost in a way. Yeah, because it's this energy of the wheel has turned, okay? And you have a lot of energy to do things, but it's kind of like at the same time, you don't know what steps to take. So let's have a look. Let's see. What do we have here? 6 of Wands. I love that energy. Probably resonated with the message from the intro. secret of shinobi. And we have the hawk spirit. That is your animal totem at this time. You might be seeing a lot of hawks. Let your spirit guide you. Okay. Something is coming to a stalemate. Something is... The Six of Wands is someone who came out of a battle. And people are applauding this person because this person made it out of the battle. Out of the war field, right? And so people are like applauding this person for making it back home. That is the story behind the Six of Wands, okay, you guys? And so right next to it, we have the element of earth. Practical, grounded. Again, keep it simple. Keep it simple. Your guides are saying do not go overboard with something. Don't let your ego and your pride get in the way of something. Because I am seeing that you're receiving some type of victory. But it's this energy of like, your guys are just saying one step in front of the other. Okay? Keep it simple. Keep it practical. Be realistic with whatever it is that you're wanting to do. Because there's this energy of like, I have a lot of energy to do something, but then I get so tired, I lose interest and then I move to the next thing, right? With this, especially this Fool and the stalemate energy. Pinhead, pinhead. Isn't there an episode on SpongeBob? I'm pretty sure there is. Probably you were watching SpongeBob. There's an energy here. I'm picking up two messages. I'm picking up one message is after a period of feeling stuck, after a period of feeling like there's no way out of something, and after a period of stillness, now I'm ready to move forward. Now I'm ready to move towards the full energy and start something new. Shake things up, build something new, right? But then the other message here is there was a time of a lot of successes, a lot of like accomplishments, but now it's like you're entering into a period of stillness. You're entering into a period where you have to be grounded and practical and be realistic with what it is that you want to do. Like to get serious with something is what I'm getting here. And for some of you, there is a lot of opponents or competitors around you as well, is what I'm getting here. And for some of you, your guides are moving you out of a situation where there is a lot of like opposing forces, and your guides are saying, look, if something didn't work out or something didn't happen, just know that it was for the best. Because you're on a new journey. I feel like for some of you, you were going in one direction and your guides are like, yeah, no, we're going in a different direction here. I want to read this one. Give me 1 second. Number 11. So maybe the portal 1111 might be significant for you guys. So this card says, shh, can you keep a secret? It's time to play your cards close to your chest. That is very interesting because pile 1, it was more of like play your cards at hand. Pile 2 is more of like keep quiet, move in silence. Move in silence. Don't tell everyone what you know. Keep them on a need to know basis. You're being guided to let things unfold in the privacy of your own inner world. You know what is true to you and you will know what to do. You don't need to explain yourself to other people. Pile number 2, that's also something that I am getting here. And the card says, until then, be patient, be private, be committed, and wait for the right time to shine. So again, there's something here where your guides are saying, embrace the stillness, embrace what is going on or the cycle that you're finding yourself in. Because soon you will be able to move forward. There's something here about your guides saying there is a secret new beginning for you that other people don't need to know about it. because it's just between you and your guides. And then when it's all done and settled, then you can be in the Six of Wands energy and like show everybody if you wanted to. Because your guides are saying that way there will be less obstruction, less jealousy, less competition. My ice maker just started. Yeah. Less competition or sabotage if you keep your private affairs to yourself, if you keep them private. When it's time, you will reveal your hand, okay? Not right now. Because for some of you, you do have a lot of energy here. And you're just doing things behind the scenes. But there are people who are watching. There are people who are, you know, they're coming off as opponents, as your ops. They're coming off as competition. Yeah, prying eyes. There's prying eyes around you. Just be very careful with that pile number 2. Your guys are saying keep this secret. You have to keep it, okay? If you want it to be successful, like without people intervening, without people giving you their opinion on certain things, keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Just for now. Eventually, you'll be able to be in the Six of Wands energy. Yeah, because the hawk spirit is also about seeing the bigger picture. Also seeing the details so you don't miss a thing. And that's the thing. Because if we start becoming public about what it is that you want to do, your ideas, your move, whatever this is. For some of you, you want to move homes. For some of you, you want to change careers. For some of you, you want to do, I don't know, it's a big move. But whatever this is a big change. Your guides are saying the moment you start telling other people, you're going to start wanting to input their opinion about like, oh, well, you should do this. Well, you should do that. Have you thought about this? And your guides are saying you don't need that right now. You don't need that here, pile number 2. Because you are not someone that should be compromising your goals and your dreams. At least not this one. At least not this one. Because if not, you're going to end up feeling blocked again. They're saying listen to your intuition. Keep your eyes on your goals. Keep your eyes on your private affairs. And keep doing you. Because I feel like your guys are saying, we've been trying to get this message to you, but you haven't been listening. You haven't been listening. Because they're saying you need to remain unshakable right now. Because something that you want to do is very tangible. It's very tangible. For others of you, this is something that you've wanted to do in the past, but you revealed it. Or you told certain people, and certain people inserted their energy onto you, and it created this block. We have harvest and culmination. Yes, because this can come to culmination now. That's what it's saying. Keep faith in the journey, for one day you will look back just to realize how content you are. Prestige and mastery. May your strength be acknowledged so respect shines among others. So again, this is something that I feel like you've been perfecting. This is your craft. This might be your legacy. And I feel like this other, like if things were blocked in the past in regards to this same situation that your guys are saying, like keep it private, it needed to go through a moment of dissolution. Your ego needed to go through a dissolution moment, okay? Ego death, to keep it simple. In order for you to break something down, in order for you to rebuild this dream again in a more realistic and a more solid, or with a more solid foundation, in order for something to thrive. But for right now, just keep it under wraps, okay? Not everyone has to know what you're up to. But that is what I have for you, pile number 2. Take care of yourselves. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this beautiful tiger's eye, this is your pile. So if you chose this particular crystal, this crystal is associated with emotional balance, with inner strength, with decision making, and also focus and protection, healing, and also when it comes to your throat chakra as well. So let's have a look. Let's see. I am picking up here this energy of destiny. Things that are happening in your life, is important that you know that it's destined. So things might feel a little bit out of your control for many of you, pile number 3. I feel like you guys are very spiritual at the moment. You guys have this strong connection to source. I am also getting this energy of needing to know what is necessity and what is not. What is necessary and what is not. Like, you're really having to evaluate that. Also, for some of you, pile number 3, there has been some type of an emotional loss. There might have been some type of crisis as well in your life. These are things that have already happened, okay? This is not something that it's predicting anything. It's just things that you have gone through. Again, there's this strong sense of destiny and fate. Something is fated, something is destined here. You have been going through a lot of trials, but through these trials, you are receiving a lot of divine guidance. So let's have a look, because I am picking up the energy of the 7 of Wands. Yeah. It formed an 8. You might be life path number 8. There's something here about infinity. But what I was saying, I was picking up the 7 of Wands. Know your worth. Wow, these cards are just falling. The process of arrival. Rare, raw, and real. 5 of Swords, the 4 of Swords, and summer. Pile number 3, you have been letting go of a lot of things. With the release, and right below it, the 4 of Swords. There's been a lot of mind games being played here, whether this is your own mind or other people around you. I feel like you had to set boundaries with others. There was a lot of petty arguments here as well with the 5 of Swords. There's also these arguments of there is no winner at the end of it all, because here you would win at the cost of somebody else's emotion or at the cost of somebody else's detriment, if you will. And for others of you, you just chose to withdraw from whatever this fights were, or these mind games were, because you were like, there's nobody's gonna win here. There is a lot of spiritual growth here for you, pile number 3, that I'm picking up as well. I feel like things are unfolding for you, but it's important that you rest. This has been coming up a lot for every group, I feel, or even for the collective. Yeah, it's like you've been going through these trials, these tribulations. Like, you had to be the bigger person here in so many scenarios in your life. And I feel like here you're exhausted of being the big person. You're just kind of like, why do I have to always be the big person here? I am also seeing here as well that there is a lot of prosperity coming into your life. I am seeing that here because I am being shown koi fish. There is a miracle here for you guys. Your guides are wanting you to not give up. That's something that I'm picking up with this particular card here. It's like, do not give up. Keep going. Step by step. That's the way you're going to get through this this cycle in your life. But you also need to relax more. relaxation, and the Four of Swords here. Because your guys are saying there's going to be a lot of positivity here. There's going to be a lot of warmth coming into your life, a lot of celebration. But at this time, you're needing rest. At this time, you need to take time for yourself. You have to allow things to unfold. Do not try to control it or rush things to unfold for you. Because you're still releasing through this rest, is what I'm picking up here. And when you go through cycles of like letting go, or, you know, all these like shadow work, things like that, your body feels the toll. Your body feels the weight of all the work that is being done, because this feels internal work. To be quite honest with you, this feels internal, because we have 2 swords here. For a small group, this was opposing with somebody else. This was this energy of like, it was with other people. I had to literally set boundaries. I had to cut people off. I had to go no contact with these people, no explanations. I had to pull away, that type of thing. That's for a small group of people. But for others, this is more within your own mindset and just internal work. I want to read number 42 here. This is a unique beauty in you that wants to shine through. It is different. It might not be pretty, neat, and tidy, and you might even feel vulnerable about sharing this real, unveiled you with the world. Do it anyways, because the world wants to love you, the rare, raw, and real you. So for some of you, maybe you had a lot of opposition whenever you would speak your mind. Whenever you would say something, people might be quick to jump and criticize or make assumptions of you. And I know we live in a world like that, but your guys are saying, keep being you. Keep being you. What people assume about you speaks more about them than it does about you. You have to remember that. Because I feel like there's something here that you've been protecting. You've had this layer of protection here. You had this layer of hiding. Maybe others made you feel guilty, and that's what you have been releasing, these layers of protection, in order for you to fully shine. And of course, this isn't about putting yourself on display either. For some of you, you want to do something very different with your physical appearance, whether this is cutting your hair really short or dyeing your hair or just dressing differently. Like there's something about your physical appearance here. But your guys are saying you're preparing to show the world who you are after this rest or period of rest. Because there has been a lot of fear of judgment here. A fear of judgment for simply being who you are. We're going to read the skunk. It's like, okay. It's like you were putting more value on what other people think than what you thought about yourself and how you felt about yourself. It's like how people felt about you and how people saw you and how people judged you. You put a lot of value in that. But I feel like your animal totem, the skunk spirit, is telling you, be who you are. And if your reputation precedes you, good for you. Because you do have a lot to value. You have a lot to be proud of. Because they're saying you have to be true to you. You do. And for some of you, there's guilt here, maybe of something that you did in the past too. Okay, that's also coming up here. Something that you did in the past. It's like you are making amends with that. But I see that you've grown so much. You've grown so much from the person that you used to be. Because, we do things based on what we knew at that time. That is also something that you need to remember. So don't judge yourself too harshly. Because now that you know better, you will do better, right? So it's like you've been releasing all these layers of protection, of guilt. We have prestige and mastery. May your strength be acknowledged so respect shines among others. And then we have victory and conquest. Contain your temper if fulfillment is what you seek. Integrating yourself will be your best asset. There you go. You've been integrating your shadow self. That's what's going on. You've been integrating the darker aspects of you. Those aspects of self that we wish we can just hide away, or we're not proud of certain choices that we made in our life, or, things that we've done, or things that we have experienced. And it's like you've been integrating all of this. But like it says, if you just want, what does it say? Like if you're just wanting victory and conquest, then, you can continue being this person that you're not, because there's a lot of value there being placed on what other people think. But if you want, that fulfillment, then you have to integrate your shadow self in order to get that fulfillment. Anything else that I'm picking up here? Do not be afraid of this shadow work that you have been doing, okay, or that you're currently doing, because everybody's going to be on different parts of the journey. Do not be afraid of that energy, because it's just going to make you flourish. It's just going to help you find wholeness within yourself. Okay, and it is a step-by-step process. This is not something you can skip levels. This isn't something that you can just, escape. It's a process, and you have to go through it. Because by you exploring your shadow self, you will get to know your worth, whether you believe that or not. But you will. But that is what I have for you, pile number 3. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Bye.